Howdy. How's it going? I'm Austin. Not playing in any ashes. I'm at home alone. My wife is spending the night with a bride-to-be of her best friend. And, so I got the house to myself tonight. So I have been snuffing like crazy. My nose is a little clogged up from all the shit that I've ran through. But I was about to try 2 monster snuffs. And I wanted to get my initial reaction on video, on the record. I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage in my favorite koozie. The sarcasm is strong with this one. Best koozie. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pause this video, go get me a new beverage, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I reoriented my camera a little bit differently because I'm at home, so I can sit back. Here's my dog, one of my dogs. Her name is Duchess. Hi, Ducky Mo. Give me your eye boogers. Yeah, cleaning my boogers off. Okay, go sit down. Go sit down somewhere different. Go sit over there with Duke. Daddy doesn't have anything. Go ahead. Your head's in the way. Thank you, baby girl. Let me blow my nose and I'll tell you what I have actually been smoking today. Because I have been smoking. Yesterday was Friday. Today is Saturday the... I don't know. I don't know what the date is. I don't keep up with the date on the weekends. But today is Saturday. And, yesterday I forgot to smoke my Friday 7-Ellie. That really pissed me off. Because I didn't remember until today. But today, I've been smoking my Dr. Grabo Regal. I call it my Regal number 2 because I have 2 Regal pipes. But this is the bent billiard adjustomatic. And this is my Virginia only pipe. So in it, I've been smoking Peter Stokkebye's Navy Deluxe rolls, the coins with the black Cavendish in the middle. And that is a damn good tobacco. It is fabulous. And now I took Soren Piper's advice, and I did it his way of you pop the black Cavendish out of the center. Here, let me show you in case you don't know. This is your Deluxe Navy roll. Right here in the center is black Cavendish. Where the hell is the camera at? Okay, so right in the center is black Cavendish. You can pop that right out. Here, I'll show you just because. You just pop that black Cavendish right out and set it to the side. And then you break down the outer bit. The outer bit is Virginia and Perique. So you break those down, and then you layer your bowl. So you'll put in Virginia Perique, and then take one of those centers and put that in there. And then you take another coin, and you break that down and set that center off. You know, the black Cavendish center, set it off to the side. I do 2 coins at a time. And then you put a little bit more Virginia Perique. And then you put that little black center in there. And then you finish it off with the crumbles, the very thin, small pieces, not the big chunks, so that way you got good kindling. And then you have a very wild ride because you're like, oh, yeah, the Virginia Perique is so good. Boom! Black Cavendish. It's like, wow, that is sweet. And then it transitions back into the peppery, figgy, wonderful, bready, fucking Virginia Perique, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, now we're back into it. And then at some point, you're like, boom, sweetness. You're like, whoa, where did that come from? And you never know how long it's going to burn for, because it just depends on your cadence and how tightly you've packed your bowl. So you could have just a puff of sweet, and it's gone like that, or you could have a solid 5 minutes of sweetness that's melding with it magically, just in the middle of your Virginia Perique. It's a wonderful way to smoke your pipe. Wonderful way to enjoy the blend. It's fun. I don't do it every time, but whenever I'm sitting here at home and I'm like, let's do something different, I give that a go. Okay. The schnoz is all cleared. I do have a hanky here. This is Dexcom, repping the diabetic stuff. I'm not a diabetic, but I work with diabetics all the time. I feel for them. And this month, November, is Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Month. This past Friday, yesterday, was Type 1 Diabetes Awareness Day. So, just remember, diabetes isn't caused by eating candy, and it's damn sure not cured by eating cinnamon. Okay? It's autoimmune disorder, and it's only treated with insulin. So, on to what we're here for. I have Taxi Red, and I have NTSU Black. These scare me a little bit. So, I'm going to try them. I'm going to do Taxi Red first. Freshly popped the tin. Let's see if we can get a good focus. It smells familiar. I guess ammonia. It kind of smells like Toke USA whiskey and honey. But then maybe like a Copenhagen, like original. Let's see. I'm gonna check the tool, but I'm gonna use the poker to kind of dig into this. See the moisture. Doesn't clump very well. The moisture's not very big. Let's see. It's kind of like cocoa powder. Damn sure doesn't smell like cocoa powder. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm playing Mass Effect 1. So if you hear music in the background, that's what that is. I've just got it paused. I'm in the middle of something. I don't remember. I'm replaying it because it fucked up my save data. Anyway, I'll talk about that after this pinch. Let's do a little itty bitty old. We'll do a little old micro pinch. It's real heavy. Feels heavy on the nose. I'll do a micro pinch on the other side. Honestly, I'm not getting anything. My wife's calling. Let's end this one here. I'll see what she wants. Well, No, let's do one more bigger pinch, just to see. It just smells like tobacco to me. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I'm back. So, like I was saying, yeah, I'm not getting anything. I mean, I smell cocoa in the nose, but like my palms are dry. No nicotine. Like it's still in there. The flavor's gone now. I talked to my wife for like 5 minutes, and it's gone. This is supposed to be one of the strongest snuffs. It's called Super Snuff. So, that was a waste, I reckon. I'm gonna blow my nose. So you know I wasn't shitting you. Or snuff. And I took 2 good-sized pinches there before I paused the video. So, see? There's snuff in there. And it just wasn't doing it for me. I think my body doesn't react to big snuff like that unless it's mentholated. Okay, now refresh the palate. Onto this one. Now I did crack this tin open already, just because the look of it excites me. The look of the black tin with the yellow rubber lid. It's just something off. It's most of the time your snuff comes in a metal tin, you know, or little plastic jugs if you get the American stuff. But this, I know this is gonna smell like just fucking cat piss ammonia. It's like fire. I haven't played with the consistency. This is a little more moist than the Taxi Red. It doesn't clump, though. Whew. Man, look at that. Ooh, damn. Dropped a big old log of it. I say it didn't clump, and then there's massive clumps falling out. Let's see if I can salvage this. Okay. And push that clump in. You can see the consistency here. On camera, it looks a lot lighter than it does in person. This is dark. Dark. And I don't know if I want the scent of the fermentation in my nose. Because I know that's what that is. That's alkalinity from the fermentation. It smells like fucking cat piss. God. The Toke Whiskey and Honey, whenever I first opened up that tin, it was very, very ammonia-y like this. But I let the tin breathe and that went away. I feel like this is supposed to smell like this, though. Alright, this is supposed to be the strongest stuff. And, actually, in my research on this particular snuff, before my package arrived, in South Africa, growing up, children used this. Maybe not. My wife is calling. I'll be right back. I'm back. I almost packed another bowl because I was on the phone for so long. But but I didn't because I was saving my nicotine for this. Now, I was on the phone with my wife for about 20 minutes during that pause, so I did let this air out. I just left the container open so we could come back, revisit, and see what it smelled like. Still in the same video. Fermented cat piss. Flavor's still there. I even blew my nose a couple of more times. Yep, the passages are good. Smells like fermented cat piss, and I'm not wanting to take a pinch of this because of that. So, without further fucking ado, I didn't think this was going to be like this. I thought this would be different. Alright. So I got me a little pinch. Let's see. Barely a little bit. Alright, that burns. Feels like it's going to make me sneeze. Doesn't. No scent. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little tobacco scent. Maybe a little malty. Get a little deeper. Yeah. Nothing. No nicotine hit. Let's take a bigger pinch up the other nostril. Let's take a normal size pinch. That burns. Burns. Smells like shoe leather. Got a little bit of a drip with no flavor. I'm okay with that. Little burn. No sweat on the palms. Still got that little drip. That's it. The tobacco went down my nose, into my saliva, and back up, and I just chewed a piece. Like a little kernel. That wasn't savory at all. I can't tell if the little head wobble I have is because of my alcoholic beverage or the nicotine, but again, my palms are still not sweaty though. I mean, it's strong. I can tell that there's supposed to be a hit with it, but it just doesn't hit the same as... Did I fucking finish telling my African story? I don't think I did. Okay, so in Africa, where these two originate from, NTSU is used from like childhood up. So like I started smoking cigarettes and chewing tobacco and dipping at 9, and I'm now 29. So that's why these things don't bother me. And I'm able to just take a couple of pinches of NTSU, even though I was scared. I'm like, yeah, there's tobacco, cool. But they use that orally. They'll take a little pinch and tuck it in their lip, like dip. If I was to do that, it would burn a hole in my gut because the alkalinity is so high. Sorry, my dogs are fighting and fucking at the same time. So I'm not going to do that right now. but I did want to pinch them, see how they snuffed on camera, see what my reaction would be, because I was really kind of scared of them. And, yeah, they're alright. I'll use them, but they're not my favorite. Like I said, I'll use them. So, that's my first snuff react to my massive order, and it's the big hitters. The big hitters. If you're a newbie to tobacco, to snuff, don't use those first. Don't do that. If you're an experienced tobacco user like myself, then yeah, sure, give them a go. They're okay. I'll probably do a menthol snuff before I do a pinch of NTSU or Taxi, just to open everything up and make everything readily available, make it to where my sinus passages are accepting nicotine more readily, and then take a bump of that. Because I did do that with Cheetah. Cheetah, I can sit here and snuff that all night long. But if I take a puff or a bump of menthol and then the Cheetah, that's a different world. So, just straight, my nose doesn't react to it. My brain doesn't react. I mean, I still have the drip in there, and those are very heavy, so they're hanging around. But I have nothing on my rag. I mean, as I took one, a little ball fell and hit my shorts, and I had to pick it up and stick it in the other nostril. You have to honk that stuff. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, and I'll hopefully be posting some more. As long as your smoking lamp is still lit, which mine is not, I'm about to light it, then you just keep on puffing.